In the articulator, we have several options. First, we have the option of opening the jaw. We can either use this slider or directly type in a value. I'll turn the model sideways so you can see the protrusion option. Now you can clearly see how the movement takes place. If we turn the model to face the front again, we also have a lateral protrusion option, both to the left and the right. But this is only a part of the articulator. Tucked away in the options, we have more options to adjust all of the articulator's parameters individually, so you can adapt them to each patient. First, we have the condylar inclination parameter, which can be set individually, left and right via the small arrows. We can go from -20 to +60 both ways, so the adjustment range is quite extensive. The Bennett angle can also be set individually, left and right, from 0 to 30 degrees. And last of all, you can design the incisal guide parameter. This allows the lateral protrusion and protrusion angles, left and right, to be individually set between 45 and 0 degrees. I've mixed with the settings here quite randomly and don't have any specific patient parameters for this case, so I can click Set Default Values to reset the articulator to its default values. We've set the jaw opening to 5 mm for the splint thickness, as we previously specified. Below this you can see the calculation running, which will show the recommended bite splint thickness. This is calculated on the basis of maximum possible movements, but it is only a recommendation. Here the recommended bite splint thickness is 7.5 mm. Now on to the next step. This is where the insert direction is set. The left side again shows different perspectives to make the work easier. Right at the bottom we have this color scale, which shows us how deep the undercuts are. For this case they go down to -0.2 mm, which is shown in green. In the menu, at the top right, I can set the permitted depth of the undercuts. This ranges from 0 to 0.4 mm, and you can see on the model how the colors dynamically change. I'm going to select 0.3 mm for the permissible undercuts to achieve a secure hold of the splint, and I'm going to move the insertion direction angle forward a little bit. I can do this by grabbing the blue pin, pressing and holding the left mouse button, and dragging the mouse to change the insertion direction. When I'm satisfied with the direction, I can always check via these perspectives on the left-hand side. Then I can move on to the next step by clicking the blue ball arrow. Just one more thing. If the direction becomes too extreme, the blue pin turns red. I could continue anyway, but this insertion direction does not seem useful, so I'd rather go back and change it to a more viable insertion direction. This looks good. The splint will have a sufficient hold, and I don't have many areas blocked in red where the splint would protrude. Clicking the arrow will take us to the next step. Processing takes a little time here as the model is now being blocked out in virtual form. All undercuts that are deeper than the set 0.3 millimeters will be automatically blocked out by the software so that we don't encounter undercuts that are too deep.